Hello, everyone, and welcome to our very, very, very special winter workshop here at Clavier House. The wonderful people of Clavier House, Sujachi Reisinger and James Wu, and the whole team. My name is Natasha Poremsky. I am the artistic director of your New York Piano Society, and I am absolutely beyond delighted to present a very dear friend and an extraordinary legend today. He is a neuropsychiatrist, Dr. Daniel Kuhn. He has helped so many people. What, am I off? No, I'm good? Okay. He has helped so many people, people who've been in war, and people who have also been in the war of stage performance. Not the same, but I think we all understand anybody who's been on stage and what we've experienced on stage. Can be quite frightening sometimes, and you battle your own demons, which are the worst demons to battle. And Dr. Kuhn has helped me a lot with overcoming that. And I am super excited today to feature this absolutely unbelievable Hamburg B Steinway, restored by Clavier House, as only Clavier House can restore pianos so beautifully. It has original ivory keys. It's from 1919. It has this gorgeous ornate music rack, and it's just stunning, and it's literally like going for free. So you should come here and talk to Mr. Reisinger and have a play on it. And without much further ado, it's such an honor to introduce Dr. Kuhn. And today we have Christian and Hute, some of our new members who are going to perform and work with Dr. Kuhn and his incredible method that he created.
Thank you.
The Kuhn method. So thank you, Dr. Kuhn.
Okay. Hello. Hello.
Today I'll be playing Rachmaninoff's Etude No. 3, Opus 33 in C minor.
What's your name?
And my name is Christian Papel.
Pleasure.
You know what? Can you do me a favor? You're gonna need this for what you guys discuss, and you as well. So
Hello, my name is Christian Papel, and today I'll be playing Rachmaninoff's Etude No. 3, Opus 33.
Oh. What a pleasure. Beautiful. Thank you. Let's have a seat and talk a little bit, okay? Okay. My name is Daniel Kuhn, Dr. Kuhn, and I would like to say a few things about my background. I'm a cellist from young age. It preceded my becoming a doctor, and it has accompanied me through life, so I'm a chamber musician, actually. And also I dabbled with the piano, taught myself, so I read a lot of stuff. So I'm very attached to the instrument. Okay. Basically, my approach, my technique has to do with an energetic approach to barriers that people have mentally to perform or to think or to be, okay? And basically, I'll start by saying that one has to recognize that he's a being, and that is represented by the word I am, okay? And that means that it's not, it does not represent any mass, any activity, any energy, but the being represents you as a viewpoint. And very often, the viewpoint is obscured, is controlled by other forces, and cannot really be and express itself, okay? So that is the problem that artists have to overcome. And they create all kind of tools to protect themselves. I'm just offering a way to erase the barriers, okay? And I would like to concentrate with you on whatever you consider to be your barriers, to be the complete free you. You understand? Yes. Because when you can just come there and put your stuff there the way you want, and you have a very clear image, and you know where you want to go, and you have a good memory that is not interrupted by fear of making mistakes, fear of not being able to perform, okay, anticipating problems and resenting it, or you understand, preparing for that, and not allowing the free breathing and thinking of the music guide you, okay? That what I try to say in order to identify where do you feel difficulties with your emanation of musical thoughts and the performance. How did you feel when you played?
So I got shaky. So physiologically, every time I perform, I get very just shaky, jittery, and
are you tensed?
Very tight, very tense. That's something that Natasha and I are working on.
Yeah. Okay.
So that inhibits me from being free, and then I think I focus on those two things, and that makes me lose time and awareness of my playing.
Okay. So basically every interference, like I'm tight, the tightness, so there's a word tight, right? Or tightness. You can look at it as an identity, a negative identity. It's a construct. It's a mental construct. And it has a history, the tightness. The tightness started somewhere in the past, right? And you have it repeatedly, right? Okay?
Yes.
So, but basically it's a timeless thing. It's a construct. It's a bunch of energy. And I'll show you how to address the tightness. But
Okay.
there can be other things that we can approach similarly, okay? First of all, can you see a picture of you being tight when you are playing? Do you see that visually? I'm playing and I'm tight?
Yes, but that's not the image of myself that I like to.
No, I don't want you to get the one you like. I want you to create the one that you definitely don't like.
Yes, I see
and
it.
want to get rid of. So what do you see?
A hunched back, stiff forearms and very tight hand.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
good. So, I would like you, one technique, I have several technique of doing that, but the one more direct technique that I want to start with is, I just would like you to visualize you being very tight and trying to play and really not enjoying it because you are fighting something, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So create a picture of you being very tired and even feel it, okay? See yourself as a mental image being tight.
Okay.
What do you see?
Just very stiff physically, and it's inhibiting from me being able to be expressive in my
Okay,
playing.
look at that image,
Okay.
okay? Now explode that image. Boom, explode it. What happened? Did it change or did you explode it?
I reverted back immediately to,
Okay, you came back to it, right?
yeah, I came back
But
to
there
it.
was a split second of change, right?
Yeah.
Okay, explode that image again. Boom.
Okay.
What happened?
It came back and then it left.
Okay, recreate the image,
Okay.
explode it. Boom.
Okay.
The image is the same or does it change?
The same.
Okay. Now, I can feel the energy. You can also try to connect with that tightness. And you'll feel that image. Maybe not totally visually, but you feel it. Okay? You connect with charge. This is charge. And we are exploding the charge. Okay? So who is exploding it?
I'm exploring it.
Right. So, in other words, you can explode it by command. You can say, I explode completely the whole charge. Repeat that.
I explored completely the whole charge.
Good. Repeat it again.
I explored completely the whole charge.
Repeat again. That's another technique, okay? But the explosion is a similar technique, but visual.
Yeah.
Okay? Repeat again. I explode completely the whole charge.
I explored completely the whole charge. I explored completely the whole charge.
Good. And that means that the charge is energy, a mass of energy. You explode it or visually or by command. And what happened when you are repeating it? You feel some change?
Yes, I do feel change.
What is the change?
Relief. More of a
Relief.
relaxed physical
Okay.
sensation.
Okay, because you're exploding it, you are reducing the amount of negativity
Yeah.
or the amount of charge there. Okay?
Yeah.
Explode it again. Boom. Visually. Explode it visually now. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
I have less of an attachment to the image. I feel like more relaxed about looking at myself in a tense setting.
You're more separate from it.
And more
right?
separate from it. Yeah.
And you have some control over it.
Yeah.
Okay. Explode it again. Boom.
Okay.
I feel the deep breathing. I assume that when I do that, you also feel some release, right? In the
Yes.
breathing. Did you?
Yeah. I do feel release.
This kind of feeling. Okay. So recreate the image again and tell me
Okay.
what you see now.
Well, the first image that came to mind was me sitting upright in a more comfortable position in front of the keyboard.
Okay, so you're
Yeah.
more free to be in the position you want.
Yeah.
Okay. So recreate the image of the tension.
Okay.
You being tensed.
Okay.
What do you see?
It's actually a little harder to create it. It's a little more difficult to
Right.
create that image. Yeah.
Because it has less energy. You see,
Yeah.
the process is just going straight forward. There are no complications. It's not psychotherapy. You don't deal with interpretation, explanation, trying to reach the reason, where it comes from, etc. Because the energy is there. And this is what you are fighting, okay?
Yeah.
All the rest, you don't have to intellectualize about it, okay? Now recreate the picture of you being stressed.
Okay.
Again, what do you see?
Well, the
It is
first.
discharging as we talk, by the way.
Yeah, I
It's
see.
really
an-
you concentrated. Now it is weak enough, and you start to feel that it kind of disintegrate, right?
Yeah, and I also feel that the image is a little disgusting. I don't really like looking at it.
Okay.
Whereas before, maybe I'm so used to seeing the image, feeling the image of a tense player, that's my comfort. That's my comfortable space. So now I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's not
So
me.
let's take the word disgusting. Okay.
Yeah.
What does the word disgusting connect with in your life?
Tension, tightness, inauthenticity.
Okay. How long do you feel that way? That you have disgusting tightness?
I had pretty strict parents. So
Okay. Okay. So where does it appear with the strict parents?
anything that I'm working on. So my business, I'm very, very focused on my business. So I have I'm a real estate agent, so I have a lot of focus there.
Mm-hmm.
And then in music, which is what I've done most of my life. I went to school for music. So that sort of negativity or that focus to try to be better and better has always been present in such a difficult
Where have you been
vocation.
forced to be? Forced to become? Forced to? Who exerted force on you?
Myself.
Okay. Have you been indoctrinated or forced to perform?
No.
Okay. Criticized?
Sure.
Admonished? Criticized?
Not like in a severe context.
Okay. So when you say strict parents, what do you see?
Just a very serious pressure on being the best.
Okay. Okay. Can you see a picture of you and your parents? I must be the best.
Yes.
Okay. What do you see?
Well, we're all in the image together.
Okay.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be there?
It feels good, but the pressure it exists.
Pressure. Okay. Look at that image and you in it. Explore that image. Boom.
Okay.
Recreate it. Explode it again.
Okay.
Recreate it. What do you see?
A very determined boy, but not necessarily the happiest boy.
Okay. Okay. See the unhappy, determined you.
Okay.
Explode it. Boom.
Okay.
They're all identities. It's not you. You are the
Yeah.
observer now. You are the one who is looking at the boy who is determined and pressured and okay? Those are identities. It's a composite of identities, right? And the parents, and you, and the school, and the competition, and there's someone above, someone below you, someone better,
Yep.
etc. Okay, look at, recreate that universe, okay, of competition. Having
Okay.
to be the best. Strict, demanding, okay? You see that picture?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, explore the image, boom. Explore it again, boom.
Okay.
Explore it again, boom. I feel that it is kind of discharging or breaking down.
Yeah.
But how does it look like?
Well, it gave me a little story. So
What?
it gave me a story. So in high school, my mother taught at my school.
Mm-hmm.
So the first image was me walking down the hallways with every other student along the hallway. So it was like all of us, but I was walking forward. And I walked into my mother's classroom, and then I went home with her.
Okay.
That was the 3.
And does it have any meaning to you?
Yes.
What?
that I carried the pressure of, in that case, academics. I carried it home with me, and I was existing with it at home. Yeah.
The standard of the teacher who is demanding
Yeah.
performance.
So I never left that space.
So explore the school against the home. See school and home and your mother, right?
Mhm.
And everybody else. And explore the whole thing. Boom.
Okay.
What did you see?
I saw the house and I saw the school quite a distance away from it, and my
Mhm.
mom was right in the middle.
Okay. Explore it again.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay. Not much change.
Explore it again. Boom. What happens? The same?
No, I see myself. I rode home with my mom every day after school, so I saw us in the car together going home.
Okay.
Yeah.
It becomes more banal.
Yeah. It was a softer impression.
Softer picture,
Yeah.
less charge. When you lose charge, the image becomes less negative, more positive.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, recreate again the school, home, pressure, mother, academic pressure, competition. Explode it. Boom.
Very difficult to see it.
Good.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Yeah.
Okay? Recreate it again and tell me what you see now.
I tend to feel like none of it matters because I'm here now. I'm here now. Like, this is my existence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are coming close to the end of the process,
Yeah.
right? Because the whole idea is being here now.
I can't really see it.
You don't see the images,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Is there any other dimension that is heavy on you?
No. No, really, that's it. I think. No, I think with piano, like physiologically, I maybe was just that pressure as a child going into adolescent, into adulthood, and here, that led to me having the tension maybe, or not really addressing it correctly.
Just take the word that you were tensed, and
Yeah.
the explanations are not helping.
Yeah.
You were tense then, okay?
Yeah.
So you take the word tension, you said, I erase completely the whole tension.
I erase completely the whole tension.
Or my whole tension, okay?
I erase completely my whole tension.
Good.
I erase completely my whole tension.
Say it again.
I erase completely my whole tension.
Good. Repeat.
I erase completely my whole tension.
Okay, repeat.
I erase completely my whole tension.
Repeat.
I erase completely my whole tension.
Repeat.
I erase completely my whole tension.
I repeat it until I feel that there's no charge, okay? Repeat it.
I erase completely my
we
whole
all can feel
tension.
the charge and the release of it. I believe that everyone who focuses on what we are doing can feel it. I would like to hear from you if you agree with me. What? Good. Because we have telepathic communication and we resonate with each other. And we feel the energy of each other. And we know if there's charge or not charge. You decide if to talk to someone or not, to turn to someone or not, basically on your perception of charge. And not only the charge, what kind of charge, what feeling, what emotion, and you feel it, and trust your own perceptions.
I have been backstage, Dr. Kuhn, where I have felt like, oh gosh, I don't know, today feeling a little this, feeling a little that, the other, like, oh, I don't know, last week I was playing something else, and this week I'm playing this, and I have started doing this, where I actually also clap, that also really helps if you clap.
Yep.
If you want to try that.
Yep.
Because Dr. Kuhn actually, when we first met, he made me clap.
When you want to blow it, to get rid of it. Yeah, yeah.
Because you take it out here, and
Yeah, but you have to image first something, and then the clamp helps you to intend to dissolve, to discharge. Okay?
Yeah, agreed.
Okay. You know, the clamp is just to create an impact, okay? Because I can tell you, explode it, okay?
I feel relieved.
Yeah.
I
Now,
felt-
now,
now.
you talk about your condition now. You feel that you feel release now.
I feel like I am in control of it.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Not only that, you are more relaxed.
Yeah.
Your body is more relaxed. You are not stiff. You're relaxed. Your face is calmer. Okay. Basically, we just address the tension, but the tension was related to different milestone in your life, and it doesn't have to be a very traumatic. You're not dealing with physical abuse or with other type of huge trauma. We accumulate that, but what can also fixate it is invalidations. You get wrong indications. That always create protest. Okay? If someone says that you are late when you are not, that you don't know what you know, or you are not good in what you are good, or something else, whatever, invalidation, okay? You feel protest, you resent it, you take it as an attack, you store it in your memory, it's a charged memory, it can cause all kind of repercussion in the future. It is like a splinter stuck in you, okay? So we're trying to look for splinters, right? And pull them out. The process is not very complicated intellectually, and thank God it's not, okay? It's very simple, straightforward, okay?
Yes.
But what we are dealing with is energy, negative energy, charge. I call it charge. And all traumas are basically memories that are charged, and they become actually entities, demonic entities, okay?
Yeah.
And so you want to erase it or explode it or dissolve it.
Thank you.
How does it feel now?
Much better. My shoulders are down.
Really? Good, good, good. Okay, so I think that we've accomplished something here.
Yes.
Okay?
Thank you so much.
Can
Thank
I
you.
make a quick suggestion?
Yes.
And I think that every teacher should not really deal with the mechanics of the muscles while you are tense and try to relax this muscle, because it's not there. It's here. It's in mental images of tension that come from another time. So just see an image of you being tense, explode it.
And since you're feeling this so raw right now, like what you're sitting with right now, do you want to just play literally for like 3-4
play
measures?
something,
Just a couple of phrases,
yeah,
and
yeah,
of anything.
And also breathing is what leads you, okay? Because the phrase has a breathing, has a beginning and end, but it's soaring and calming, okay? So if you feel that you allow yourself to move with your own thoughts and breathing, okay, that probably will help. And but it's integrated, you know, and also yeah, it flows freely. Yeah, it makes sense. Thank you. I wonder. I have a question.
That stage right. So I have
How did you handle the tension before, during?
I told them to come to your workshop.
Okay, okay. But listen, you can do the same. It's so easy.
I know, but I don't pretend to know the intricate details.
There is no intricacy. It just, you feel tensed, visualize you being tense, explore the image.
okay.
But now
It's
if
just-
you have the tools, when we have our lessons, we will talk about that. That's the first thing we'll do before you play note. Yeah.
Could, yeah, just wanted to ask you, I don't know if this is, can you hear me? Two things. When we all see great concert pianists at Carnegie Hall, they actually make me nervous for them because they spend a whole minute just sitting there. What are they doing? And I think that they're like freezing and not going to play. What is going on?
No, it's not necessarily so. They would like to focus and to reach a point of calmness. And listen, if someone, if there's an incident of someone cursing the pianist on his way to stage and he's upset and he wanted to beat him up, that's a different story, okay? But we assume that it's not the situation. He just would like to be calmer, okay? He wants to be serene. He wants to reach a piece of quietness and then search for the point of entry to the music.
That they all do it. I mean, it
Yeah.
just makes me nervous.
You have to start. Yeah. Now you ask yourself, why am I nervous? So work on your.
I'm nervous
I am
for
nervous
them, yeah.
because you have your own constructs and
Yeah,
your own
yeah,
thoughts.
yeah.
So then repeat. I erase completely my own nervousness or nervous reaction, whatever it is.
Then,
You know.
Then my other question is.
And you will enjoy the music more. Music more.
My other question is it, because I've been asking myself this, because I now have the time to play like a lot, so I'm doing a lot of things to improve my skill set, but I feel that sometimes what we think is stage fright, at least maybe for me, is really, really not playing like just being able to play the piece. I think you have to be able to play it so easily, because I don't care how nervous anyone is, I think we can all play Mary Had a Little Lamb, because that's so easy. So my feeling is maybe, like a great concert pianist, which I can never be, maybe my skill set has to be here to play here if you're nervous. Am I right or wrong about that?
No, you have to get rid of your own stress and barrier and thought, I cannot be. That's enough to make it a problem. I cannot be the great pianist that I want to be. So I have a problem with being.
Yeah.
Being, your own identity. You have a concert pianist, that you cannot be. Okay? It's a problem, right? So make an image of the concert pianist that you cannot be.
Okay.
What do you see?
I don't really see that. I am not playing the most difficult pieces, more like a Claire de Lune, or The Man I Love is the most difficult piece from Wild that I play. So I just...
How do you feel when you play something difficult?
Good. In my living room, yeah, I feel pretty good.
Okay. You have problem performing?
I'm
to
not,
others?
I'm not performing in public. I would like to play in libraries, because I actually made a little CD that he recorded for me about 9
but I'm
years ago.
talking about another dimension, talking about how to help you enjoy what you're doing and not being stressed about it.
Well, I guess I'd like to feel comfortable playing in front of people in libraries. I think that's my speed, and that's what I'd like to do.
Why libraries?
Because Originally I had the idea before I was getting towards retirement to maybe play people's cocktail hours and weddings or restaurants, but I don't think for classical that's really the thing. I think libraries, at least in New Jersey, there are places that people will come, elderly people, and they will enjoy it and appreciate it.
Okay.
And I don't need to get paid, but I would feel very validated, and that would make me feel very special to get paid. And I think that I just want to feel like I'm professional on some level, because this would be my third career already, and I would be thrilled to be able to do that.
Do you feel that you are making people happy listening to you?
Well, I think that would be the goal, yeah, to feel something.
So why do you have to be a professional or not a professional? You play for pleasure.
I don't have to play
fun.
that most difficult pieces, but I do feel that the pieces I play do sound professional. But I just want to be able to do that in public. So
Okay.
the pieces I mentioned are, they're not to get into Juilliard with, but they're, maybe they're more advanced than super virtuoso. I'm happy to just stay with that level, but to be so comfortable and the skill set so above that, so no matter what, I can play it. If I'm on a cruise and there's a piano and I haven't played, I want to feel like I can just go play it. But sometimes, if you're not warmed up, I don't know if it's all fear or warming up, but that's the goal. That's my goal.
I detect conflict or fear or stress about playing, and about your identity as a pianist.
Yeah.
It's complex, right?
Yeah.
You agree with me?
Yeah, the human brain is very complex.
No, that's not the brain. People confuse the mind with the brain. Okay, the brain is the brain. The brain is always there and works. And probably your brain is pretty good. Okay? But you don't talk to the brain, and you don't know how the brain works, because we don't perceive the brain working. We don't have sensors in the brain.
Okay.
But you know how you think and how you feel. So I'm still a mentalist. I know that there's a brain. I study the brain too.
Okay.
But the problems that we have with stress and trauma are mental, okay? And they have to do with bad memories, bad experiences, bad conclusions that are limiting us.
Okay. I'll say one last thing. I did play in public. I forgot about 15 years ago. I left a card at a restaurant, and around Christmas time they called and said, we need a pianist. I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I played 8 hours the day before, and my skill set is much better now. But I had a friend come with me, and I said, just stand with me. And I knew people weren't going to stare because it was a restaurant. But at first I was like playing obvious mistakes, and then I was so comfortable after 4 hours. It was the time
You're
there.
describing a difficulty performing because of different feelings, trying to be perfect, being criticized, question about your identity as a pianist. All that can be sorted out in a session. And then it becomes nothing. It becomes transparent, and you just sit there and play and enjoy. And that's how a good pianist should feel.
After
Ideally, I mean, if someone approaches the stage and the piano with dread, going to stage to perform, and you assume, you project on every performer on Carnegie Hall that he's in dread, because you identify with them. It's your reaction. It's not his.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You can sort it out, though. No, I didn't do much to help you, though. You can do something to help yourself if you seek help, because you cannot help yourself now. It takes some work, but it can be achieved. It's not a big challenge.
Do you have a Freudian background?
I have a big background. Also Freud. I was in psychoanalysis, okay? I don't believe in that method as an effective one. It's too long, and it is based on theory that you can challenge and okay. So I went on my own, right? So what is Freudian? What is Jungian? What is those words? It's what you understand and what you can do with what you know. I'm effective, okay? That's what I believe in. Do something that helps. Okay? So, that's it? Okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we'll talk. Yeah, because I'd love you to be my teacher. That's how we can talk.
Yeah.
And maybe some.
But the issue is not teaching piano. The issue is dealing with yourself as a student or as a player and approaching a point that you are free. You are not free. That the whole thing is to free yourself as a being from too many considerations.
I'm not afraid to speak in public. I actually, when I have this person.
I'm not saying that anything about what you are not or what you are. The only thing about playing, I mean, you can be such a different person in different other areas. Fine. We're talking about barriers to performance. Okay? And what affects your identity as a pianist who wants to create music? And why is it so complicated? Why don't you just go to the piano and you play and you try to make it produce a complete product? Okay, that's all. Like you bake a cake. You want a cake complete and good and tasty, and you play something and it's tasty, okay? And you don't have to think too much about it. Just fun of doing it. Okay, so you want to present yourself, yeah. What is your name?
Hello? Okay. Hi, my name is Hyuntae Choi. I will be playing the first movement from Robert Schumann's Fantasy in C major, Opus 17.
Fantastic. Bravo, bravo. Really beautiful, fantastic. Thank you so much. I adore the piece and I enjoyed you playing. It was really expressive and conceptually very interesting, very clear, and your way. So it's
Thank
very
you.
good, very good. So how do you feel about yourself playing it as you play it?
There were a couple moments where I thought like I was an outside observer, kind of looking at myself playing and very aware that there was an audience.
Yeah.
And very aware that, sometimes I'm looking at the page, sometimes I'm not. I didn't actually feel quite as into the world as I feel like I want to be.
Say it again. I would like to understand that. I didn't feel what?
I didn't feel like I was into the world of the music as much.
Because you were exterior?
Because I was kind of aware that there was
Other
an
people.
audience. And playing with the score also sometimes takes me out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I would like to say something about being exterior, okay? It can be different things. Because when someone is really inspired, it can be exterior, okay? Just by inspiration. And look at everything that he's doing from exterior point of view. Another way to exteriorate is out of fear. You're flinching from the situation and you are afraid. It's like the lion is going to choke me and kill me. I exteriorize. I look at it from the outside. I don't care about my body. I drop my body, whatever happened to it happened, and I am free. Outside my body, okay? This is a negative way of dropping my body and escaping, right? Out of fear. I didn't feel that you had any fear. There was nothing. I felt that you were inspired and inspiring. You know? I don't know if you feel the same. I was very moved by that. I know the piece inside out. I read it so many times, and I love it, and I think it was very interesting. Then I said, okay, he can do it a little bit this, a little bit that. There's no end to it. There is no end to it because the music is so open to interpretation, okay? To different balance between accompaniment and strings, So you made decisions. And I just like the fact that you make decisions. And then I know that you operate as from a viewpoint that you always existed. Even if you're exterior, I think that it was not out of control. Was it? Or did you feel that you losing control?
I never felt like I was out of control, but where I feel most nervous is when, like right before I'm playing. Once I've started, once I'm a couple measures in and page in, then I'm completely immersed and feel like I'm in control. But I think on the on-ramp, or kind of right before, it's also like that.
What do you feel about the balance at the beginning? The accompanying, what do you feel about that? I mean, and my attention was on that with the theme, yeah. And sometimes I felt that, I was looking for more transparency there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just a bit kind of noisy. That was the tension?
Yeah, I think that was probably the nervousness.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I was trying to make it a bit more translucent, more flurry, without like the meat of it. That I guess that's one way that my anticipatory stress manifests itself, is starting like I'm already in it, is is a challenge for me sometimes.
So you were not exactly in it when you started?
No.
Okay. Can you look at that moment in your memory? What do you see? You are tensed, you are stressed, or whatever. You are not. What do you think?
What I try to do before every performance, and this one too, is, I have a sense of stress and about me, but I try to on top of that, fill my minds with thoughts of gratitude that I can play this piece, that I can share it with other people, share this really beautiful work, and I try to kind of move aside the feelings of stress and feel myself
so
more.
you are fighting stress away by putting other thoughts,
Yeah.
okay? See yourself struggling to move stress away with gratitude, okay? Just see that image. Okay, explore that image. Boom. Explore it again. Boom. What happens? Are you doing something or nothing? Something happens or no?
I think it's hard to get rid of it. It almost feels like a many-layered.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Repeat. It's hard to get rid of it. Say it again.
It's hard to get rid of it.
Say it again.
It's hard to get rid of it.
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 It starts to be less hard, right? The meaning is going away, right? Repeat. It's not hard to get rid of it.
It's not hard to get rid of it.
Again.
It's not hard to get rid of it.
Again.
It's not hard to get rid of it.
Each time you say that, it goes away. It's exploding. Okay, repeat.
It's not hard to get rid of it. It's not hard to get rid of it.
Okay, again.
It's not hard to get rid of it.
I cannot get rid of it.
I cannot get rid of it.
Again.
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 I cannot get rid of it.
Okay, I can.
I can get rid of it.
Okay, repeat.
I can get rid of it. I can get rid of it.
Good, repeat.
I can get rid of it.
Again.
I can get rid of it.
Continue, repeat.
I can get rid of it. I can get rid of it. I can get rid of it.
Repeat.
I can get rid of it.
Again.
I can get rid of it.
Repeat.
I can get rid of it.
I feel the charge. I continue until there is no charge. Okay, repeat again.
I can get rid of it.
Repeat.
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 I can get rid of it.
Breathing is deeper, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It becomes easier to say, and it doesn't mean much. Repeat again.
I can get rid of it.
Repeat.
I can get rid of it. I can get rid of it. I can get rid of it. I can get rid of it.
Continue.
I can get rid of it. I can get rid of it.
Again.
I can get rid of it.
It's almost erased. Continue.
I can get rid of it. I can get rid of it. I can get rid of it. I can get rid of it.
Do you feel different?
Yeah, I feel more relaxed.
More relaxed and
Yeah.
your breathing
Mm-hmm.
opens a bit? No. Mine did. And I focus on what you do, so I feel the charge, and then I feel the discharge. Then I feel like that. I spontaneously, It's not, I don't do anything. Okay? So that gives me an indication that it's erasing. Okay? Now, we don't know how much charge is behind simple words like getting rid of it, the tension, etc. But the fact that it welcomes you when you start playing and you don't need it, it's not necessary, it shouldn't be there, right? So I just show you a method of erasing. You can repeat a command to erase, or you can blow the image of you being tense. That's probably the biggest lesson from my workshop, okay? That you can do a lot for yourself. And not intellectualize about it, okay? You are tensed, you freeze, and you can spot where the tension is, and then you can say, I erase the tension, or you explode the tension. You can intend to explode it, okay? Okay. And, okay, anything else that you experienced during the playing? Anything you want to talk about?
I think sometimes when I feel like I'm not completely immersed in it, I feel self-conscious about playing with time as much as I do sometimes.
You've been taking freedom to decide when to time things?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I understand that, because sometimes I feel like you could breathe longer and hold it, you know? And you came faster down, right?
Yeah.
I know, and basically it has to do with some kind of restlessness, or you feel compelled to do it earlier, okay? And you can see some artists who take their time, even in a creative way. You know, I don't know. I don't like to talk about this artist or that artist, but we can learn from many. I was very impressed by Yun Chan Lee, what he does with time.
Yeah.
He does whatever he wants, but with measure. But sometimes it takes a lot of time, and he makes it his own time. You did something of that. You could do more, I think. That's my opinion. But I go to a different domain now of interpretation. I don't mean to, but to the degree that stress or tension inhibit you or make you more conservative and more counting the beat, you know, and being subservient to the beat. It doesn't serve you, you serve it, you know? And yeah, there's something to think about, you know? But as far as the physicality of performance, do you have any questions? Or the effort.
I think the effort, sometimes I feel like I'm pushing too much with my muscles rather than more like a bodily forte.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's
hard.
Yeah.
It comes hard, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And it comes from more like, you know, a rapid tension of the wrist, for example, rather than like a full arm.
So how's your body when you play? Are you aware of your body position, your body, the feeling of relaxation or not? Of energy flow in the body? You think about it?
I don't think I kind of think about it enough. Like I think if I sat a little bit further away from the piano, or if the bench was a slightly different height, then I would have been able to use my full arm a bit more. So those are the kinds of thoughts that were going through my head as I was playing too.
Do you dance?
No.
Never?
Well, when I was little, I used to, with my socks, do sock skating, just on like on a random wooden floor. I'd just kind of twirl around.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Well, how do you feel about you dancing?
I think it was cute.
Cute.
Yeah.
Okay. Why won't you say it's expressive, freedom, sexy, whatever?
I think because like I was like 6 or 7, and I was trying to emulate this famous Korean figure skater, and yeah, I guess that was my way of expressing myself. I was starting to also learn piano at the time, and I just moved from the U.S. to Korea around when I was 5 or 6. So, you know, I guess that's one way that I kind of physically expressed myself during that time of transition.
And how did you express yourself? What do you mean by I express myself?
Like physically, by kind of jumping or dancing around.
It's more like discharge energy, no? Or was it enjoying the movement? I mean, the Schumann is a big movement, and you have to imagine certain kind of great three-dimensional orchestra. It's big, you know, and then there's the singing, and the singing is the cantilena, whatever it comes, a voice, and all that you can show in movement, you know, or you can imagine movement. You don't have to move. You can imagine the movement. Okay. The question is, do you feel that you are holding back your movement? You know, I'm just wondering, is it a matter of you are disciplined? You have to be precise. You have to be correct.
Sometimes I think that if I physically move too much, then that's distracting my thinking from the sound should be the one that's really moving.
Okay.
But sometimes my physical moving is a way to help make the sound also move. So sometimes, I guess one way to do that is through facial reactions. When I want to make something kind of on the quieter side or make something surprising, then without me consciously thinking about it, like my face moves a certain way. That's one way that I think I've habitually tried to help express something in sound that I want in my mind.
Yeah. Okay. I think that you have to allow your imagination to guide you, and if you control the playing, you don't have to think too much about it. Just do it. But ask yourself where the music leads you. Now the question is there any interference with that, you know? And I think that's what makes the difference between ordinary and great art, you know? That you don't think about the mechanics, and you are just you are carried by the view and the lines that you see in front of you, and you lead and you are led, you know, and it's like dancing in space. Okay, so this three-dimensional thing, you know. Okay. I'm talking because I don't know what else, because I think you are a great pianist. You are very good, very good.
Thank you.
I just would like you, your at this level, you work on quality, on interpretation, okay, and good decision, good taste, you know, timing, right? I don't see that you are complaining about any major fear, right? You don't have a major fear of performing, do you?
I think once I start, I lose all fear.
Yeah.
But getting to that point, like I have so much energy, I'm jumping up and down, like.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you see yourself too much energy jumping up and down?
Yep.
Okay. What do you see?
I see myself pacing back and forth, kind of tensing my fingers and then unleashing it, doing like this kind of motion. Yeah.
Okay. Explode it. Boom. Okay. Recreate the pacing. Pacing me. Explode it. Explode it again. Boom. Explode it again. And again. And again. And again. Started to diminish now. Explode it again. Some release. Some breathing is opening up a bit, or not?
I think once I have an image in my head, it's really hard to discharge it, hard to get rid of it.
What is it?
Like I'm backstage at a very specific concert space, which kind of like my college auditorium, and then just kind of moving back and forth, jumping up and down. And because it's connected to a specific memory.
When was it?
It was a couple months ago. It was before a kind of senior recital.
Of your recital?
Yep.
Okay, so look at that image, explode it, boom. And again, boom. Again, boom. Explode it again, boom. Explode it again, boom. Was it the first time that you started to pace?
No, I've been I don't know when I started to pace, but kind of just walking around and imagining the music in my head as I do that is something one of my pre-concert rituals.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but you've been doing it for many years.
I think so, yeah. I before I go up to play, I try to stand up for at least a little bit, because I want to have my energy level kind of up high before I play.
Okay. What we are doing and what we are discharging only reduce negative interference. Okay? Preparation for concert, I mean, you do what you do and what you need to do if you want to review, rehearse, or whatever, or get into the inspiration. Okay. Basically, I don't think you need much in order to play. You just go and play, right? If you had series of rituals that go back, way back, if you find an incident that was traumatic, you want to erase it, okay? Now, you played piano many years, okay? Have you had any major disappointment or where you fell on your ass and everybody was laughing or something, and something like that? Like, have you messed it up once?
There's a concerto competition that I entered last year, and I was playing the Brahms one, and I mean there were a couple huge passages where you just got to play it and you got to kind of nail it, and because I was maybe not using my whole body or I didn't practice enough for it, there are a couple wrong notes where you really don't want there to be wrong notes. And I guess some concert spaces I have a negative feeling towards because of experiences like that.
So how do you define or summarize what happened? What happened? What did you experience?
I felt like I was fighting the piano. I felt like I wasn't extracting as much sound as I wanted from the instrument.
It was too hard?
Yeah, it was definitely, in retrospect, it was a piece that was a little too big for me at that time. Probably still is now. But I wanted to try it, and I wanted to learn that piece. So I decided to go ahead with it anyways. But
okay. Does it help you to define what happened then? Because the whole idea is really to diffuse the charge of that memory. It should not guide you in your future. Okay? So if you have sometimes a recollection like that, just say, I erase it memory. I erase it. Because you don't need them really. Okay? They are stuck in you and they try to run you, and you should just erase them. Just be aware that you have such a fixation on a negative memory and say, I erase it, or explode it, or whatever. And okay, and let it go. Okay. Anything else that you're interested, you want to say or ask me?
Going back to the part where, in the very beginning, when I said that I felt like I was an external observer when I was playing.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I feel that, my piano teacher used to tell me that was the best you've played. And
Really?
I'll be like, well, I didn't really feel like I was in it. And then sometimes when I
mean,
feel like
you have to be in your head in order to be in it?
I felt myself making like I wasn't immersed in the world of the music I was creating. And sometimes when I feel very invested in it, my piano teachers would say, oh, you're all over the place. So I don't know, do you have a kind of take on it's good to have one foot out of being completely in the world, because then you lose you look at every flower and smell it and you don't see the full road ahead. But sometimes you just look at the full road, then you ignore all the little intricacies. And
yeah, I think that if you are introverted to the dexterity of the work and to the memory and all that stuff, you are very much into your body, okay? But when you make music, you can be exterior. You see everything. You control everything. But you're not just stuck on the mechanics of it so much. You know everything, but you also put it in a bigger context, and you can enjoy the music better. I mean, you will feel the music more, you know? That's my observation, and that's what comes out of my work with the issue, with such issue, you know? And so I think that music should not be a hard work. You're a hard worker, though. There's a part of you that is hard worker, right? But you make music. So you have to think about it. It's a viewpoint issue. okay? And what do you think about the hard worker you? Just play, enjoy it, you know? Do it. But if you say it's difficult and you tense up, right? That doesn't help you.
Yeah, I think I approach every piece I play in the learning phase of it. You know, it is hard work for me. I think I view it as almost like work.
Mm-hmm.
But then in the stage of polishing it up and performing it, there I'm, throw work out the door and just try to enjoy the moment and enjoy the time.
Yeah.
But those mental shifts that you got to do, it's kind of like Schumann in some ways, and sometimes you have to be so in it in this section, and then next bar and you completely different mood.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
I think it was great. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kuhn.
I hope you enjoyed it and you got something out of it. Okay. Any comments? Okay. Thank you. I enjoyed it myself. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
A.
Dr. Kuhn.
Thank you. Thank you.
What an honor. Thank you. March 29th, matinee, Carnegie Hall. We have a concert with Zool Bailey, the Grammy-winning cellist, and Kurt Nikkonen. You know both of them. Actually, it was Kurt Nikkonen who introduced me to Dr. Kuhn. Yes.
What will be played?
Tchaikovsky Trio.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Tchaikovsky Piano Trio. So yes, Kurt Nikkonen, he's the concertmaster of New York City Ballet. He's amazing, incredible violinist. So we will be sending information soon. And in the meantime, happy holidays, everybody. And thank you so much again. And thank you all. Thank you for coming. And to you, Yonte, and to Christian, to have participated. I know it takes a lot of courage to do that and bare your soul. Not just when you play, but also to talk about it. So thank you to both of you. And yeah, okay. Thank you to Clavier House. Thank you.